How you going, guys? Sci-fi here. No Star Wars guys today, sorry. Half the stuff that I've collected, or sorry, that I've bought off the internet is halfway between Michigan, the United States, and here. So while I've got a little bit of time, I've been very busy. I'm filming my wife's Buffy the Vampire Slayer Sideshow 1/6 scale action figures. They're pretty cool. They were made back in 2004, so bear with me. There's not going to be extreme resemblance to the actual characters. And as you see, we'll scale across, they are all vamped, as in like they've all had vampire faces. The human ones are, anyway. Reason being, when Jackie and I were looking on eBay to find the ones that were non-vamped, as in their human form, they were not very good looking. I might have a picture of one. Yep, I've got one here in a box. That's Sarah Michelle Gellar. Not a very good likeness. Well, my wife didn't think so anyway. She went, nah. So we just got vamped figures, and she went off and hunted and found quite a few. So anyway, first one I've got here from the 2004 collection is Spike. If you know Spike, he's one of the main characters. He was bad in the first couple of series and turned good and loved Buffy and all that sort of stuff. He's holding the skull of the Master. I'll get to him in a minute. And standing on a Buffy the Vampire base with a pretty cool looking jacket. He was quite funny in the show. I actually liked him. He was quite funny. Played by James Masters. And most Star Wars fans would know James Masters played Captain Argyus in Season 1 of the Clone Wars. There you go. Mr. Spike. James Masters. With a really tough leather jacket. Some of the funniest things he said on that show. And next is the really creepy and strange Drusilla. Again vamped because we couldn't find a decent face for her. For 2004, the clothing on her is pretty incredible. I'll spin her around. Holding an axe, of course, of some kind, but yeah. Not much into fashion or all that sort of stuff, but I mean, that is really well put together. It's layered upon layered of lace and velvet, or probably fake, of course. But yeah, I reckon it looks pretty cool. My wife picked her up. She absolutely wanted that one. She went nuts when she got it and went, yay, all good. Played by Juliet Landau, who's the daughter of Martin Landau. Now, if you're an old bloke like me, Martin Landau was in Space 1999. He was also a part actor or bit actor, like a little bit in Tim Burton's movies. Martin Landau is one of the... Actually, he's pretty well known. You should know him. If you don't, Google him up. Guaranteed you've seen a movie with him in it. Anyway, next, another vamped version of Willow, Buffy's best mate, who ends up being a very powerful witch. It's not too bad. We tried to find another one without the vamp, but it didn't work. Holding a set of keys and partial stake. Played by Alison Hannigan, shit. All known from, what's that show called? How I Met Your Mother. Holding a set of keys, because in the alternate universe she becomes a vampire and runs the show, locks up people, whatever, drinks their blood, tortures, again with another Buffy plate. It's all pretty cool. And the heroine herself, Buffy, who looks fairly vamped, of course. It's not going to focus in, please do. Looks pretty cool. Doesn't look much like Sarah Michelle Gellar, but it's quite cool otherwise. Again, holding axes and stuff. Not as good as the axe I've got over there, if you've seen that one before. If not, check it out if you want. All the replicas my wife collects. She loves this stuff. Hasn't collected much in the past. In the future, she hasn't thought about much. But anyway, moving on to some of the bad guys. And this is one of the bad guys, the Master, who is supposedly one of the oldest vampires around. Besides the first, which he was known as, or she was known as, with a pretty cool leather jacket, goblet of blood, and some candles. He was in the first couple of seasons, or first 1 or 2 seasons, I believe. He was this Buffy's nemesis. He's pretty tough. He's pretty cool. Well, this guy here, this guy creeped me out. My missus got him with the insistence of myself. The Kinderstadt, or the Child Death, as he's known as. Basically, he runs around hospitals looking after kids, or looking for kids who are very sick, near to death, feeds off their essence, and kids just draw pictures of him before they die. And he's got some sort of suction tabs hanging off his eyes, which are in the box, which I still have here. They are there. These things you can actually stick to his eyes. Again, Sideshow. Still have the same sort of box arrangement with all the little bits and pieces. But yeah, he's an ugly looking dude. Can I get some focus on him? Anyways, that's my missus's Buffy collection. One of them. I've got another one up next. And these guys are really creepy. They are gentlemen, but they're really creepy. Anyway guys, you all take care. I'll hopefully make another video before Christmas. And I'll see you all then.